She stood alone, surrounded by the echoes of their words. "We love you," they'd said, but the silence that followed was deafening. The absence of touch, the lack of emotional connection, it all felt like a cruel joke. She remembered the bruises, the broken bones, the shattered voice that struggled to find its own sound. They'd called it protection, a twisted justification for the isolation and control. But she knew the truth. It was solitary confinement, a prison of her own making. The lies they'd told her wore kind disguises, pretending to be concern, care, and love. But she saw through the facade now. The words that once bound her were now unraveling, revealing the emptiness beneath. As she began to rebuild herself, she realized that healing wouldn't come from their words, but from the spaces between them. The silences, the absences, the quiet moments of solitude. These were where she found her strength. She started to rediscover her voice, her passions, and her dreams. With each step, she distanced herself from the toxic narrative that had defined her for so long. The silence that once felt oppressive now became a sanctuary, a space for self-reflection and growth. She learned to cherish the quiet, to find solace in the stillness. As she walked through the journey of healing, she encountered moments of solitude that were both haunting and liberating. The silence that once felt suffocating now became a canvas for her to paint her new reality. She started to see the beauty in the quiet, the strength in her resilience, and the power in her vulnerability. With each passing day, she peeled away the layers of pain and deceit, revealing a stronger, wiser version of herself. The scars remained, but they no longer defined her. Instead, they became a testament to her survival, a reminder of the battles she had fought and won. She learned to forgive not for others, but for herself. Forgiveness became a release, a way to let go of the weight that had held her back for so long. She began to see the world through new eyes that had witnessed darkness, but had emerged into the light. Her voice, once shattered, slowly gained strength. She spoke her truth not to those who had hurt her, but to herself and to the world. She shared her story not to relive the pain, but to help others find their way out of similar darkness. In the silence, she found her song. It was a melody of hope, of resilience, and of rebirth. She sang it softly at first, but with growing confidence, her voice rose above the noise, a beacon for those still lost in the shadow. As she stood taller, her voice echoed through the chambers of her heart, a symphony of self-discovery and empowerment. With every step forward, she left behind the shadows of her past, embracing the light of her newfound freedom. She learned to dance in the rain, to find joy in the simple things, and to love herself with a ferocity that surprised her. Her story became a testament to the power of resilience, a beacon of hope for those still navigating the darkness. She shared her journey not to relive the pain, but to illuminate the path for others, to show them that there was a way out, a way to heal, to grow, and to thrive. And as she looked back on the journey she'd traveled, she knew that the cruelest lies had been the ones she'd told herself. But she also knew that she'd found the truth, a truth that resonated deep within her soul. She was worthy, she was strong, and she was enough. With this realization, she spread her wings, embracing the beauty of her newfound self. She soared into the unknown, her heart full of hope, her spirit renewed, and her voice ringing out with a clarity that echoed through the world. I am free, and I am me.